The Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation has been established to support and grow our economy and support our business community here in Hunterdon County. We're very proud of our accomplishments thus far. The establishment of Leadership Hunterdon, the Hunterdon County Business Hall of Fame, and the Unity Bank Center for Business and Entrepreneurship. I invite you to consider supporting our mission. Thank you in advance for your consideration. Custom Alloy will be honored with the Pioneer Award, recognizing a rich Hunterdon County history that dates back to 1742. Originally a production site for farm equipment, the plant supplied General George Washington's army with cannonballs, as well as the armaments for the Civil, Spanish-American, and both World Wars. Over the last 50 years, Custom Alloy has become a premier global provider of time-critical manufacturing services.
Hello, my name's Adam Ambielli and I'm the president of Custom Alloy. I'm one of 4 owners, one of them being my father, Adam F. Ambielli, my uncle, John M. Ambielli, and then my brother-in-law, Don Burns. We employ about 300 employees here from Hunterdon County and the surrounding areas. So Custom Alloy started about 50 years ago. An interesting story about Custom Alloy is it originally started in a barn. And my father and my uncle started it, and they started moving out of the barn and into Callaloo, New Jersey, and then we finally moved here in Highbridge, New Jersey. At that time, we were dealing with very small parts, and we have grown now into an industry worldwide where we are looked upon as the global problem solvers, and that's something that we're very proud of. One of the things I think that's really unique about the site that we're on is it started in 1742, and the King of England was the first owner of this piece of property. And what happened then was they were melting steel. So we're not so much melting steel, we're working with steel, but from 1742 to here we are today, this site that we're on has been dealing with steel for the United States of America. And I think that's something to be really, really proud of. Well, what I love about Custom Alloy is its people. That's what inspires me. That's what makes me come into work every day is our people. We have 3 generations here. We have an older and a middle and a new generation. And it is incredible for me to watch them interact. So it's really a great thing to watch some of our older generations working with our newer generation and passing on that knowledge. So my whole inspiration of why I come to Custom Alloy every day is our people. So it makes us feel super proud that we were looked upon for this award, and we're looking forward to going ahead and working with the Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation in the future.
ShopRite of Hunterdon County is recognized with the Contemporary Award. ShopRite of Hunterdon President Joseph Callaloo's father, Joseph A., had been a store meat department manager and opened his first ShopRite on Main Street in Flemington in 1958. He moved it several years later to the Route 202-31 location in Raritan Township. The family then opened a store in Clinton, later moving it to neighboring Franklin Township. The company also owns stores in Greenwich and Warren County and Bethlehem and Yardley in Pennsylvania. The company has more than 1,100 employees, and the Callaloo family believes ShopRite of Hunterdon's associates are key to the company's success and offers the staff a wide range of benefits designed to foster personal development and growth.
I'm Joe Callaloo, the owner of ShopRite of Hunterdon County, and I'm here in our Flemington store, our newly remodeled Flemington store. Well, we've been here since 1958 when my dad came into Hunterdon County, came into the Flemington area with our first store over in Main Street where the Mikasa outlet was, moved over next door to us, and as the county has grown, we've grown with it. I've been in the business since 1983, full-time, and I think we've remodeled this store in Flemington over 10 times. You know, as we've been in the county, we've grown, as I said, with the county. Clearly, as the population has increased, our store size has increased. We opened a second store up in Clinton back in 1990. You know, when I look at ShopRite in the county today, you know, I'd like to think of us as a community partner. Everything we do is about giving back to the customers who help make us successful. Well, what inspires me personally is to really two things. Number one, to be my best and give our best in everything we do, whether personally or here in our companies. And as importantly, to really have a positive impact on people. Our purpose for our ShopRite is to care deeply about people, helping them to eat well and be happy. And that really aligns with my own personal purpose, which is to make a difference any way I can, whether it's here in the food store, whether it's in the communities that we serve. When Chris called me and said to me that he would like to have ShopRite be inducted to the first class of the Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation Hall of Fame, I was totally humbled and honored by it. Being in the community since 1958 and knowing some of the families in the past and the present, like the Goldmans, like the Calfers, the DeBiancas, the Stodoffs, I mean, it goes on in regards to people who have made a difference in the past and in the future, like Jack Cust. All these folks are great, and I just feel, really honored that to be part of this community with all these families, and I just feel great. My dad came out here in 1958. Nobody knows why. We lived in Bound Brook all our lives, and the fact that we've been part of this community all these years, we live in the community. I'm just totally humbled and honored to be recognized as an important part of the community.
Distinguished Leader Inductee Peter G. Vener, former Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of New Jersey and Attorney General, is honored for his many years of service to the community. Appointed by Governor Christine Todd Whitman as her Chief Counsel, Vener served in that capacity from January 1994 to February 1995, when he became the Governor's Chief of Staff. He remained in that position until July 1996, when he became Attorney General of the State of New Jersey. He was appointed to the Supreme Court of the State of New Jersey from 1999 to 2004. As an Associate Justice for 5 years, from September 1999 to August 2004, Peter Vener authored and signed over 124 judicial opinions in many different areas.
Peter Vener, I'm a former Attorney General of New Jersey and a former member of the New Jersey Supreme Court. One of the great joys I take about this county and the pride that I have in this county is the first-class healthcare system that it has at the medical center. And I was privileged to serve for 10 years on the board of trustees of the Hunterdon Healthcare System. And as I said, it's just a wonderful facility we have here in this county. When I was on the New Jersey Supreme Court, I selected Hunterdon as the home for my judicial chambers. So I went to work in Hunterdon in the Justice Center there. And I'm very honored to have been part of the growth of the law, of the healthcare system, and of the justice system in this county. We have many organizations, Lisa and I, that we support. Some of them I just mentioned, the Hunterdon Healthcare System we still support very strongly. We support organizations like Crime Stoppers of New Jersey. I have worked closely with Tony Kearns, the prosecutor of Hunterdon County, a wonderful prosecutor that we have, as well as former prosecutors that I have worked with. And we've also supported the Safe in Hunterdon, dedicated to end domestic violence in this county and in this state, and to provide critical services to those who are victims of domestic violence. So Lisa and I are very supportive there, as well as the Hunterdon Prevention Resources and the many other fine organizations that we support. I am inspired every day by my children, my two daughters. They have developed right before my eyes into conscientious, civic-minded, and compassionate young leaders. It is a great source of pride that I've seen them grow and develop. And I'm so happy to say that they have Hunterdon roots, because I know that they are a product of a very fine school systems here, and they will go on to accomplish wonderful things based on that compassion and civic-mindedness. I could not be more proud of being inducted as one of the first inductees into the Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation Hall of Fame. Not only because it is a magnificent organization, but also because of the many other fine inductees who are sharing this program. I spoke earlier about the health of this county. I spoke earlier about the cause of law and justice in this county. Well, the Chamber of Commerce is dedicated to the cause of our economic health and our economic well-being. And it is a wonderful organization with very fine leaders who really work very hard to make sure that this county has the kind of economic development and gives us all the kind of opportunities we need to sustain our economic growth. And it's an organization that really looks out for all of us from that perspective. And it's a very charitable organization. It's a very giving organization. It's really part of the fabric of community that we call Hunterdon County. And I could not be more privileged, really, to be part of this program tonight.
The Crater family, a distinguished leader inductee, owns and operates Flemington Granite and Architectural Supply, which manufactures, supplies, and installs the finest in kitchen and bathroom countertops, as well as indoor and exterior architecturally and landscaped products. The company is a division of a family-owned manufacturing firm that has provided 5 generations of premier service in the concrete, masonry, and stone industry since 1918. Flemington Granite's sales and manufacturing facility occupies more than 25,000 square feet of space, utilizes state-of-the-art equipment, and employs an educated sales and design team.
Hi, my name is Rich Crater. I'm with Crater Vault Corporation. Crater Vault's a 5-generation business, started back in 1918, and we're located in Flemington, New Jersey. I think Crater Vault and Hunterdon County really have grown together over the years. My grandparents actually came to Hunterdon County back in the early 70s, lived in White House Station, and soon thereafter moved the company to Flemington, which is where we are today. Our company now entails Flemington Granite, doing granite countertops, both residential, retail, and wholesale. We also have Crater Concrete products, selling precast products throughout the Northeast. Well, I think as a company and personally, our family has been very blessed. Both my brother and I, Matt, live in Flemington, and going back about 10 years ago, we took a good look at expanding the business and growing it into other products related to our granite business under Flemington Granite and our precast concrete. And looking at the area and looking at where we live and making the decision to reinvest back into Flemington and the county and expand more in this area. So going back 10 years ago, we expanded our operation to include mixed concrete and other precast products that include some patent pending and co-developed products in the precast industry. You know, I'm really inspired by the dedication and the hard work our employees put into the products and services that we offer. As I said, the company goes back many generations. We actually have 2 employees that are second-generation employees. Many of the employees have been here for over 10 years. And you can tell they really care about the work that they do, making sure the company's reputation and name is being honored and represented properly. I think it's a great honor to be inducted into the Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation Hall of Fame, certainly for myself and my family. But in looking at it, it's not just me, it's my parents and my grandparents that came out here and really have grown and developed the business to what it is, the businesses to what they are today. But also the employees that live locally within the county and have for a number of years that have really contributed to the success of our businesses.
Honoree Senator George H. Large, his son and grandson, respectively George K. Large and Edwin K. Large Jr., are well known in Hunterdon for their public and private leadership in many capacities. Senator George H. Large was known statewide for his consistent advocacy for Hunterdon County. Among many achievements, he served as president of the state Senate and in that capacity as acting governor for several months while Governor Robert S. Greene was out of the state. George K. Large clerked under his father and went on to a distinguished legal career, appointed the judge of Hunterdon County's Court of Common Pleas, and Judge Large often served in Essex County as well. During the infamous Lindbergh kidnapping trial, Attorney General David Wilens tapped Judge Large to become Assistant Attorney General during the trial, putting him on the prosecution team. Edwin clerked in the Flemington law firm of his grandfather, Senator George H. Large, and his uncle, Judge K. Large, and while a law student at Columbia, assisted his uncle on the Lindbergh trial. Following the family tradition of civil service, Edwin became one of the longest-serving Hunterdon County councils, serving for more than 30 years and donating his fees for his work to various county social welfare and athletic organizations. As county council, he was one of the leaders of the successful fight to prevent the state from putting a major international airport in Reddington Township. An illustration of early Hunterdon industrial history and a treasured landmark, Clinton's famous Red Mill is an essence of Hunterdon inductee. The Red Mill is often hailed as the most photographed building in New Jersey, and it has been featured in numerous films, calendars, and advertising campaigns. Ralph Hunt built the earliest section of the Red Mill to process wool sometime around 1810, and the mill functioned in a variety of capacities until 1928. Today, the Red Mill is recognized as a beautiful and iconic facility that has become a charming museum, community center, and educational resource.
Hello, I'm Paul Muir, the Executive Director of the Red Mill Museum Village. The Red Mill has actually served two lives in helping Hunterdon County grow. It originally started as a woolen mill constructed by Ralph Hunt when Clinton was then known as Hunt's Mills. Eventually the woolen mill failed and ceased operation and was sold to various owners. During that period it served as a grist mill and really became the center of commerce for Clinton and northern Hunterdon County. It eventually served as a graphite mill and eventually a talc mill. The last family who owned it, the Thompson family, sold it to the town of Clinton, and it was owned under the Water Authority. Eventually it was sold to the Red Mill 5 in 1960, and that's where its second life really started and where we are today in our place in the Hunterdon County economy. The Red Mill 5 was a group of business owners, educators, and artists who saw a vision in this dilapidated mill to become an anchor within Clinton to create an economy around a site to visit and also to serve the rest of Hunterdon County. The museum opened in 1963. At the same time, the Mulligan Quarry ceased operation, and the Red Mill 5 had the vision to purchase that quarry. They then created what is now the Red Mill Museum Village, which is situated on 10 acres with 12 buildings. I'm always intrigued by economic development, growth, and also I've been involved and interested in history for many years. So when I founded the Red Mill Museum Village, I originally started off as a trustee of the site to helping advance our mission. Fell in love, spend an inordinate amount of time here, and now serve as the executive director. And so I really inspired by our educational mission and being able to share the history as well as the rest of my staff. It's definitely a larger operation, and we need help from everybody that's here to share our story. But I'm also inspired to make the Red Mill Museum Village a viable part of the growing tourism market within Hunterdon County. We have 27 employees, both full and part-time in various capacities. We serve over 20,000 visitors annually. We have 4,000 school children that come for school tours every year. And we really are, in the vision of our Red Mill 5, an anchor of the economy within Clinton, Hunterdon County, and of course New Jersey itself. The Red Mill Museum Village being a vibrant part of the Hunterdon County economy, we're very grateful to be included in the inaugural class of the Hunterdon County Chamber of Commerce Foundation Hall of Fame.